This era sucks. I just don't understand why in this era everyone celebrates people's heartbreaking downfall with so much glee, with so much joy. Like that shit is fly. Welcome to another episode of Talk to Me Nice with Ayana Ellis, me. What brought this on was the whole Meg the Stallion thing. We don't know her personally, but using her as an example, people, men in general, but people, they're attacking this woman because she got her heart broke. And they're blaming it on her twerking. What? They're blaming it on her twerking. Sierra gets a quote-unquote good man. They want to tear her down and say her man's a cornball and she's a hoe. And why is she a hoe? Because we are privy to the people that she slept with because they're celebrities and everything's out in the open. How many people your mama slept with? How many people your sister slept with? I'll do you one better. How many people has your wife slept with before she married you? How many people has your girlfriend slept with before she got into a relationship with you? How many people has your daughter slept with? You don't know what the hell their names were before they met you. You don't know what their past looks like, what their sexual history looks like. You done met this girl and wifed her, but you don't know she come from a small town called deep throat thrombosis. You don't know that. You don't know if your mother really knows who your father is. But you out here clowning Meg the Stallion because this man done brought her into his home, around his parents, holidays, cooking, carrying on, all the wife stuff. In a relationship, mind you, there were people, he was defending her against people that was saying foul shit about her. Don't talk about my lady like that type shit. He was claiming her. They were in a relationship. And he broke her heart. He violated her trust. And everybody in the world blames her because she twerks, as if that's not a college-educated woman. As if that's all she got going for her. This generation of gloating in people's distress and laughing at people when they get their heart broken, it's just so vile to me. It's so disgusting. It's so dishonorable. It's so childish. It's so rooted in evil and wickedness and sadness and poverty, and it smells like shit. It's terrible. It is absolutely terrible that this is the society that we're living in right now. Nobody honors, nobody cares about people's feelings. And again, listen, these are celebrities that no one knows. So should you care? No. But they're still human, and you're still human, and live a little longer. Some heartbreak will await your ass too. Or perhaps you've never been loved. So you have no idea what heartbreak feels like because you're not human. Because there's no real human that knows what it is to have loved and lost. There's no human that knows what it's like to be humiliated, that would laugh at anyone, celebrity or common folk, that's going through heartbreak. Nobody. You know what I mean? So It just begs the question. How were you raised? What did you grow up seeing? Were you laughed at? Did someone laugh at you and you got your heart broke? Well, if the answer is yes, you know what it feels like. So why would you match that energy? And if you've never been loved, then you have no idea. And live a little longer. I hope that when you find the love of your life, or someone that you think is love of your life, and you trust them, and they've given you every reason to trust them, they've shown you everything, I hope they don't turn around and kick you up your ass. Because another thing that bumbles my clot is when a woman ends up being a single woman, a single parent, and it's choose a better baby father. Choose what? So y'all act like these men, and women too, but we're talking about the men, because I'm a woman and I don't know what women do, because I don't move like how a lot of women move. I'm not a grimy person. But you're telling me that men are incapable of wearing a mask to get what they want, to get what they need, and then boom, when it gets too hot in the kitchen, they go running and leave you there to burn? You telling me that don't happen? Like, what are we even talking about here? Choose better men. Your mother should have chose a better father for you, perhaps. Your grandmother should have chose. What about the women in your family? The way these men spew so much hate toward women that get their heart broken, it's just mind-boggling to me. And some women do it too. It's like, what do you mean? Why are you laughing at someone that got their heart broke? What about that is funny? What about that level of trauma is funny? What kind of person are you that you don't have any empathy for someone who got humiliated in front of the entire world? And again, Megan aside, your sister, your mother, your cousin, your homegirl, is that how you treat them when they're madly in love with a man or a person, a woman, and that person's mask falls off and they turn out to be a piece of shit, and now your loved one is heartbroken and disgusted? How do you feel? Is it funny then? I just don't understand it. I just don't understand this generation that we're living in now. And social media just makes it so easy for people to sit behind their computers and type the most hateful, vile things. And you put that out there into the world. How do you feel about yourself after you type it and you hit send? How do you feel about yourself? You feel good? You feel wonderful? You go on about your day like, oh, well, I just hurt somebody's feelings, or I just said some bullshit and I can sleep well tonight. You're pathetic. People like you are pathetic that sit around and celebrate people when they get their heart broke. Especially on social media. And it doesn't have to be a celebrity. You can have regular everyday folk posting they love, and God forbid that thing don't work out. Oh, why you stop posting? Oh, because shit must not be right. Okay, and why are you front and center to see that? Why are you so caught up in someone else's love story? Not because you want to celebrate them, not because you're inspired, not because you wish for that type of love for yourself, but you want to stay close so you could be front and center when that shit fails. You're a loser. You are a loser. Period, point, fucking blank. You're a loser. These men on social media are losers, sitting around talking about women's worth because they twerk. And granted, it's some raggedy hoes out here. Granted. But the majority of men sitting around talking about what a woman doesn't deserve because of insert any dumbass reason is ridiculous. What does your mama deserve, boy? You ain't know your mama before you was born. You don't know what type of hoe your mother was. You don't know if your mother was getting trains ran on her. You don't know if your mother was sucking dick to get the rent paid. You have no clue who your mama is. And so while you over there ridiculing some woman and saying what a woman ain't worth and all that type of shit, Earl gonna come around one day while you outside with your mama and say, Shirley, goddamn Shirley, and I ain't seen you in a long time. What that mouth do? That mouth still work? You gonna be flabbergasted. But I also think that men that are so hateful toward women and that celebrate the heartbreak of women, I really believe that it's because your mother broke your heart. I definitely feel like it's a mother wound, because if you love your mother and you respect your mother and you honor your mother, there's no way you could disrespect, dishonor, and hate women. There's no way. The two, it don't even go together. That shit don't go together. That shit does not go together. So when you look at other women, you're going to remember the love that you have for your mother. You're going to remember how you were raised. You're going to remember the warmth in the home. You're going to remember home when you look at women. You're going to look at women and say, I love women. Not just fetishizing them, not just romanticizing them, not just sexualizing them. Like, I love women. I'll die for women. I'll always honor women. I'll always speak highly of women, because when I look at women, I think of my mother. I think of my sister. I think of the women in my family. I think of the women that raised me. I have love in me as a man for women. Genuine love. You ain't gonna be on that computer or on your phone typing hate. You're not gonna be on no podcast or no ashy ass mic all day talking about what women deserve and what they shouldn't have and all this nonsense. You're not gonna drag someone like Sierra for coming out of something toxic, falling in love, and getting married to what we all believe and see, and I think we feel and know is a great man that is God-fearing, that's raising his children right, that's raising her child right, that took her child in. You would celebrate that. You know what? That sister deserved that. Because clearly that baby father is not doing what he got to do. Yet, y'all villainize her for finding love, for finding a healthy relationship and a healthy environment for her children. Who raised y'all niggas?
Baby, you done took this shit.
Who raised y'all? It's a mother wound that got y'all here on these internets acting a goddamn fool. Go to bed, Joe. Go to bed. But first go to therapy. Go to therapy. Heal that up. So you can have a better perspective and perception of women. Because your daughter ain't exempt. If you got one or you going to have one in the future, she ain't exempt from your hate. Or she ain't exempt from the hate of niggas like you. So you better clean that up, because the sins of the father, baby. The sins of the father. And if you know, you know. I ain't got to finish that quote. Alright? Now this song in the background is vile as hell, Kanye. But anyway, until next Wednesday. What's going on? Poppin' shit got all juicy mouthed at the end. Until next Wednesday. Talk to me nice. See you then.